Hey there, well, you might be wondering, why make roads on lakes and rivers when they freeze over? Why not put it on, on the ground and build bridges and such? Well, let me explain. First off, Manitoba is huge. You may not realize this, but it's just slightly smaller than the state of Texas. Yes, believe it or not, it's bigger than the whole country of France. Now, France has a population of almost 68 million people, while Manitoba's population is just 1.379 million people, with over half of that population living in the one city of Winnipeg. It's safe to say that Manitoba is one of the least densely populated places in the world. Now take a closer look at geography. So with not a large population using these roads, and in some places more water than land, I think you can understand how permanent and all-season roads are a challenge that's going to take some time. Hey, did you know that Manitoba has over 2,300 kilometers of ice roads? Yeah, ice! Actually, you might think, 2,300 kilometers isn't that much. But if you were to drive from Winnipeg and drove straight west for 2,300 kilometers, you'd get to Vancouver, you'd get to Vancouver Island, you'd get past that and be 200 kilometers off in the ocean. So 2,300 kilometers, that's a good distance, and wow, that's a lot of roads. They started building ice roads in the 1940s and 50s to supply communities and camps and such. Originally, it was just a cat track, they called it. Basically, they had an old big cat in front, and anything that they could tie on behind and drag it out here is the way they did it. Well, in the 1970s, I'm glad to say, that the province of Manitoba overtook it, and they put in this great road system that we see today. And the whole thing is run by the Department of Infrastructure. Anyways, they start building these roads just after Christmas, in the darkest and coldest time of the year. They'd start sooner, except it takes quite a while and quite a lot of cold weather to freeze these lakes and rivers a meter deep. That's 3 feet deep is what they need before they can handle a load. So they start that after Christmas. You know what? We've got January, February. It's a pretty narrow window of time that we can get in and out, and that they can get all the supplies like vehicles and building supplies and whatever they need that can't be flowing in. It's got to come in on that time. So we've had 2.5 months, and this road is going to close any day now. It really has, it's all to do with the sun. This time of the year right now, we've got 11.5 hours of daylight right now. So that sun is beaten down on this surface for a long time, and even on a cloudy day like today, it's starting to melt things. We're almost up to 0 today, and if that sun pokes through those clouds, you start to feel that, well, it's got some snap. Any day these roads will be closed, then pretty soon this ice surface will turn to slush and won't be able to be driven on, eventually start cracking and moving and letting go, and hey, the only way we'll be able to travel this road is like this. So they get all the ice roads done. Every year they're gone, they're melted, and next year they get to do the whole thing over again. But we need to get supplies in, and you know what? That's why in the north we love ice. Thanks for watching. Go north.